Hello, welcome back. Today I want to speak to you about the bag that I carry in my Toyota when we're out there doing some off-road driving, or better said, Jeep road driving in the backcountry. You should always be prepared to take care of incidents that might impact your travel. You got to have the proper amount of tools, spare tires, some extra liquids, and that's pretty much common sense for any vehicle when you get off the beaten path. I also carry an emergency pack here, and this emergency pack is what I'm going to discuss on this video as to what I carry in this emergency pack to augment my stay overnight if I had to get placed in that predicament. I've got a front pouch here, and in that front pouch, of course, I always carry extra plastic bags for a multitude of things. If you get your feet wet, or should rephrase that, get your shoes wet, you can put this over your feet and keep your feet from getting wet. I also have a couple of water bottle carriers here for a quick short hike. Carry a water bottle. Alright, let's get into the contents of the bag. This bag is set up specifically for my needs, and it's set up for my area, which is southern Arizona, so you can do yours depending on your locality and your environment that you're going to be in. In Arizona, in the back of my Toyota, there's several gallons, if not more, of water at any given time, because water is always in short supply here during the non-rainy season. During the rainy season, there's plenty of water, but it's all muddy, so you're going to have to filter that silt out of it. But let's get into the bag. And I will be pulling these items in no specific order, they're just at random. There is a day pack, so if I do have to walk out of the area, I have a day pack that I can carry my items. This here is a low alpine system, shoulder straps, belt straps. There's always a couple of jackets in there, because usually it's my wife and I that are always together, so there's always 2 jackets to keep us warm, because the days will be warm, but if you're up in the high part of the country, the nights can be quite nippy, and if you're doing winter, you're definitely going to get cold in the high country. There's also a couple of knit caps to keep our head warm. Okay, let me just start digging in here with no particular order. On this bag, which a friend of mine, she made these neat little bags for us. And in here I carry 2 ponchos. Again, like I said, right now it's the rainy season. For the month of July we got 6.95 inches of rain, which is quite a bit for southern Arizona. I always carry a little food. In this particular case, I made here some top ramen, or ramen noodle soup, correction. It's always good to have something to eat. There's also another bag here, and it's got instant mashed potatoes and a cup of soup, and basically you just cook these together and you have a nice meal there. Here's the stove that I carry. It's a Coleman Peak 1 stove. Give me a second or two to unhook it. And it's pretty much your standard Peak stove. It's got top lid, and inside here is the alcohol, which is leaking all over the place. Must have not tightened it properly. The screen, an alcohol stove, it goes in the screen there. The holder for the pot, and a windscreen. I'll set these to the side since my alcohol is leaking there for some reason. My container finally wore out. There's 2 cups, plastic, that way you can pour hot liquid and don't burn your lips when you're consuming it. In this pouch I have the signal mirror, compass, some trioxin tabs, some matches, ferro rod, whistle, just some basic backup to my survival kit. In this packet I have sugar, salt, pepper, coffee, and the powder version of a bouillon cube that's in here. That's also just to augment your cooking. I have here 2. These emergency blankets. These are basically the kind that they use during evacuations or a natural catastrophe incident type thing, where they give you the blanket here. So they're not as good as a survival blanket, but much better than a Mylar emergency blankets. As you can see, quite big and quite thick. Spoon. Never know. It's always good to have a spoon. Paracord. Again, you can do a lot of stuff with paracord. Any kind of cordage will work. I just happen to throw in some paracord. And I carry a large fixed blade in a plastic bag, so if it does get wet, it doesn't get my leather. This is a buck. Buck 119. It's a large fixed blade. Now this pouch here is, of course, some backup toilet paper. Never know. Some fire starters again. An emergency Mylar blanket. Signal mirror, matches, water purification, a whistle, compass, some band-aids, a lighter, and duct tape. There is some redundancy in here, but some of these items can be used rather quickly, so it's always good to take extra. And that is what's in my Toyota emergency bag in case I get stranded up a road somewhere. Thanks for watching, and feel free to check some of my other videos on YouTube. Catch you on the road.